Let's go to problem of the day. And today, problem of the day, pretty straightforward. Circle has a diameter of 22 feet. Find the circumference and the area in terms of pi. Again, the circle has a diameter of 22. We'll mark that. That's the only number it looks like they gave you. Well, there's a little bit of a number lurking there. It's called pi, that Greek letter. And what does it stand for? We'll look at that in just a second. And you know what else? We're looking for circumference and area, so we need to think a little bit about some formulas type things. So let's put it together. First of all, circumference, we'll have a big C there, and area, we'll put a big A. How's that? That's easy enough, isn't it? The formula for circumference is 2 pi times the radius, okay? So 2 times pi times the radius, all that's just multiplication. It's just a nice formula. You say, well, Ernie, we don't know the radius. Maybe we do. We'll figure that out here in just a second, all right? Now, what's going on down here with the area? A little different. This is where we pull up the infamous pi r squared. Now, what's the difference? Circumference is that length all the way around the circle, all right? So we're going to measure that in, where's our end? No, where's somewhere there. I thought we had 22. Well, it said 22 feet in the, on the still there. We're going to call it 22 feet, all right? Let me just add that in there. It didn't make my print, but that's all right. 22 feet. We'll get it right in a minute. Now, that's the diameter. What are we going to talk about when we get to area? We're going to have to get to a radius, and we're going to have to square it. So what's going to happen is we're going to be talking about square feet down here. So in terms of units, these are linear. These are area. Area is all the space inside that circle. Now, as we see here, got two formulas working, and an R when I've got a D. Now, let's remember something else. One other quick rule. The diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So in this case, I'm telling you, we're knowing, the diameter is 22, so this tells me the R, in this case, if the diameter equals 22, then my radius is going to be half of that, which is 11. So we give you pretty easy numbers to work with here. And why did I say leave it in terms of pi? So we don't have to go crazy and start multiplying 3.14, which rambles on and on because it's irrational. We're just going to leave it in terms of pi and get out of the problem pretty quick. How's that? Everybody says, yeah, we like that. And by the way, that's usually what they will do on an SAT and ACT. They will leave it in terms of pi because, you know, they're not waiting for you to try to figure out whether you're going to use 3.14, you're going to use the next decimal digit, and all that down the way. So know what we mean by in terms of pi. Just means there's going to be a pi attached, and we're not going to worry about multiplying it out. Although I'll show it to you on the calculator because I know some of you like to see it in good old nice decimal form. So let's do it. Let's put it in here. This is going to be pretty easy since R is 11. By the way, before I forget, an alternative form here, we could also use pi times diameter. All right, that's another option that we could have. Same formula per se, same results. In other words, you're saying, well, Ernie, you can use D. You didn't even have to worry about anything. Exactly. But let's go ahead and use the 2 pi r. And that's going to be 2 times pi, and we've got an 11 going in there. I'm going to give us 22 pi. And like I said a minute ago, wow, if you know that pi times D, that's quick, isn't it? Just 22 pi, throw the D in, you're done. You said, is that easy? It's that easy. Now, let's keep going here. Area, we're going to put the pi back in there. And now that we know radius, right, we're going to put it in and square it. And I hope everybody knows what 11 squared is. 11 times 11, good old multiplication fact. It's 121 pi. Now, I wanted to mention something. The circumference, remember I said it's going to be in feet? This is going to be in square feet. And if they don't give you units, you can just write 121 pi. But basically, that's the idea. In most cases, when you see those ACTs and SAT tests, they probably won't be too hung up on the units. They figure you know that. But I still like to emphasize it with you that when we're talking about linear feet, in other words, we could cut that circle and just stretch it out, bang, there it would be. How long is that unwound circle? That's the circumference. And what's the area? It's all that space inside that circle boundary. And it is just like the area of a square, a rectangle. You can get into square units of some sort there. The irrational pi helps us out. Now, just real quickly, let's hit the calculator. I want to show you what those actually are, because some people say, well, what does that mean? What is a 22 pi actually? And your calculator is pretty good about it. It will go ahead and take us to second with pi. And that gives us, roughly, looks like about 69 feet, not square feet, but that thing stretches out pretty big. Well, it was a big circle to begin with, wasn't it? So how about our area? Let's go with it 121, and we're going to multiply it times pi. Again, notice what I did on that. I put second, and there's a little blue pi right there. Most of you say, I can't even see what you got there, Ernie. It's a little blue pi right there, and press it next to it. It looks like pi. There we go. Now we'll multiply it out. My goodness, a lot of area in that circle. Oh goodness, 380 square feet with a little chunk over it there, all right? So square feet on that. That would be what you would do if you wanted to change it to a decimal. Probably they would ask you, can you just take it to the nearest hundredth or possibly the nearest tenth, maybe even just to the nearest foot, nearest square foot or regular foot, okay? So there you have it, all right? Thanks for tuning in on us there, folks, and there is a start of our show.